Well, welcome everybody. Welcome along to one of the great derbies of Brazilian football from Sao Paulo. It is, of course, Santos against Sao Paulo, an occasion marked with the sort of grandeur expected fit for a clash of footballing royalty. Certainly there is an atmosphere to match. It is a clash of champions. It means so much to so many. Sao Paulo against Santos. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. So here it is, one of the great South American rivalries, each of which is so intriguing in its own right.
Well, Peter, the game is all the richer thanks to these types of fixtures. Another incredible occasion in prospect between two very proud institutions whose business is all about winning. I have to say, the Paulistas really are spoiled for choice when it comes to backing a winner, aren't they?
We're up and running then. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Played back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lukaku, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gives it back. Now, can they get him away? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Quarter of an hour played.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's San Maximan. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Forced to go. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Santos with the corner, there first. Calafiori gets it away. Camavinga. Picked out, and the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Wriggles his way through. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. Shot, surely! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Santos have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Sanchez with the clearance. Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Out of play for a throw. Camavinga. And here's Osimhen. Gets a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, he couldn't quite catch up to that. Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Rabiot plays it short. Rabiot with the delivery. Sanchez clears it away. And it's Camavinga. And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Santos have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass. Wirtz. Saint-Maximin. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Caught offside that time. Bellingham. And it's Casemiro. Dembele. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Santos go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Santos leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Santos definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That'll be a throw-in. And he's had it nicked away. Opts to play it back. Saint-Maximin. That has not gone well. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Casemiro. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Juranovic. Being still separated by the game's only goal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want...
And the shot! Camavinga.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rabiot. Bellingham. Camavinga wins the duel this time. And it's Rabiot. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Osimhen. Dembele. Osimhen. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Oh, can he get onto this? Bellingham. Malcolm. Pulisic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Camavinga. It's a threatening ball. Goes for a shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Sao Paulo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're back in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, that's neat. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Osimhen, and it's Vitz. Bellingham now looking to orchestrate a counter. Santos ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Rabiot aimed beyond the defence, and here's Osimhen, and he's quick to get rid, taken back almost at once. Vitz, oh, that's nice. Vitz, it's a goal, We thought they were done, but never say never. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And it's Willock. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Passes short and sharp. Now this could be a chance. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and
Well, today is the day the locals refer to as Sansao, with the two teams located 60 miles apart. Some have questioned whether Sao Paulo versus Santos can even be considered a genuine derby. Based on the fervour in the stands, though, and the sense of anticipation, the answer to that question is an emphatic yes. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. So here it is, one of the great shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic, and he looks the perfect man if you want to hit on the counter-attack.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Can he finish? Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Sao Paulo make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Saint-Maximin. Wirtz might just make this. Camavinga looking to pass their way up the pitch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dembele.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Zielinski. Casemiro. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Dembele.
Sao Paulo really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Played out to the left flank. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Camavinga has created one goal already. And here's Saint-Maximin. Pulisic.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pulisic has it out wide and in space. Saint-Maximin. Wirtz. No, that's been intercepted. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Teremos uma substituição.
Santos can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
That was travelling. Sanchez. Now Agbadou. Basu. Now he's off and running. More and more pressure on the ball here. Calafiori. Santos have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Cardoso. It's Rabiot! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Santos making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Ronaldo looking to receive it in space. Pulisic. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pulisic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Dembele making good progress. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
It's come to nothing. Nemecha. Pulisic. And here's Lukaku. And this is Ronaldo. He's got away. And he can thump it away. Now it's Osimhen. Wirtz. Sanchez cuts it out. Cardoso.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
He's forced to go
acréscimo.
back. And here's Osimhen. Look at the space here. He's not got that quite right. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Agbadou. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Lukaku. Shifted it to the flank. Space for him to turn and look. Cleared away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Camavinga. Now it's Osimhen. Bassi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Dembele, and he welcomes it in. Santos needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's had it nicked away. Osimhen. Vids looking to add to his goal. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's made its way to him. Osimhen! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Dembele with the short one. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And he was quick to react.
Sao Paulo are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rabiot unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's straight offside. And they're quick to get it back.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries a shot! He's got away with one there. Corner number 3 coming up. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Santos have the chance to go the other way. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Sao Paulo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of...
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Sao Paulo choosing to make the first change.
Camisa 7, camisa 11, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 5, camisa 13.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's certainly onside here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Punched away. And this is the cut. Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Osimhen. And he's in on goal! It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Wirtz. Santos now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Drives it in. And he's there to clear it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Sao Paulo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Osimhen. Rabiot knocks it into space. And he welcomes it in. And he's found a way past. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and
that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, welcome everybody, welcome along to one of the great derbies of Brazilian football from Sao Paulo. It is, of course, Santos against Sao Paulo, an occasion marked with the sort of grandeur expected fit for a clash of footballing royalty. Certainly there is an atmosphere to match, it is a clash of champions, it means so much to so many. Sao Paulo against Santos. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. Well, derbies do play a huge part in the history of the game in Latin America, and Brazilian football, of course, is fundamental to that.
Well, Peter, the game is all the richer thanks to these types of fixtures. Another incredible occasion in prospect between two very proud institutions whose business is all about winning. I have to say, the Paulistas really are spoiled for choice when it comes to backing a winner, aren't they?
We are just getting started. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Osimhen. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker, Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal, he has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game, the complete package.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Saint-Maximin tries to play it through. Pedro Porro got a long way forward to join the attack. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Garnacho. Driven in.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rabiot.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played out wide. And here's Saint-Maximin. Looking to play him in. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Malcolm. And he cuts out the supply. Martinez.
Sao Paulo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. So, what can they make of this? And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's destined for the flank. Malcolm receives it in a wide position. Great chance! Goal! Santos! And we have liftoff! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Santos have broken through, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Saint-Maximin, a lot of space ahead of him. Pedro Porro gets on his bike and on the move. Well, there's a probing ball, and here's the chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good ball out wide. San Maxima carries the ball down the right. Pedro Porro providing an outlet on that flank. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has found the way through. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Malcolm venturing down the left. Lovely feet. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Santos coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Santos just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So let's get the ball rolling. Santos leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Casemiro. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Now it's Camavinga, and he's quick to return it. Sanchez gets across to intercept that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass. And the shot! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And yes, it's him again. Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
He's found a way through. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's having a good look here. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Agbadou. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Rabiot. Wirtz. Oh, sweet feet. That's Rabiot. And here's Wirtz. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Cleared away. And it's Bellingham. Malcolm. Space for him to turn and look. Nice control. Santos claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. It's their second corner of the game. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Osimhen picks it up out wide. Bassi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Lukaku. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Saint-Maximin charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bellingham. And he's intervened well there. And it's Lukaku. Where it came from. Played out towards the right wing.
Santos surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And no mistake. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 11.
Santos go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
He's shifting through the... Willock! It's hit the upright. And that really should have been that.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Has a look and plays it forward. Into the last 5 minutes. Pedro Porro. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Lukaku. Umecha. That has been slung wide. It's a pretty loose pass.
Foram indicados 4
França.
minutos de acréscimo.
Time added on 4 minutes. França. Shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mateus França clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And the referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. The end of the game. Reflections?
Santos really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome along to one of the great derbies of Brazilian football from Sao Paulo. It is, of course, Santos against Sao Paulo, and occasion marked with the sort of grandeur expected fit for a clash of footballing royalty. Certainly there is an atmosphere to match. It is a clash of champions. It means so much to so many. Sao Paulo against Santos. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. So here it is, one of the great South American rivalries, each of which is so intriguing in its own right.
Well, Peter, the game is all the richer thanks to these types of fixtures. Another incredible occasion in prospect between two very proud institutions whose business is all about winning. I have to say, the Paulistas really are spoiled for choice when it comes to backing a winner, aren't they?
We're up and running then. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yet we all know who's better on paper or in the ranking.
Lukaku! Lukaku! Superb! He's got himself an absolute peach. And we have liftoff. Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution.
Wow, just wow. I'm speechless, totally speechless.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lukaku tries a shot! Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lukaku clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. He's found the way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Take back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Pulisic. And it's Lukaku. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Casemiro. He's a sharp little ball here. Has to go back here. Looking to play him in. Christian! And he's stuck it away! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Pedro Porro. Martinez. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham. Camavinga. And here's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, well played, well played. Chance here to counter. Half an hour played now. Vids. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. And this is Lukaku. And that is expertly dealt with. Saint-Maximin, that's a little off target. And here's Pulisic. Great vision. Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Dembele.
Santos really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's well positioned here. Bellingham. Traore. It's Bellingham. Casemiro. Oh, expected better, and so did he. Osimhen. And now the breakaway. And it's Rabiot. That is good alertness. And he is deftly away. He's having a hit! Sensational from Wirtz! About as smooth as it gets. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought...
And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Santos get the second half going.
Santos clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just...
Oh, shooting chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Rabiot goes short. Backward it goes. Calafiori. Wirtz. Pulisic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Lukaku. He's picked his way through. Lukaku. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's going to be disappointed with that. It's a pretty loose pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rabiot.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Casemiro. Malcolm has got himself a free kick. It's a quick one. And this is Lukaku. Rabiot. Saint-Maximin. Rabiot. And here's Osimhen.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Wirtz. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Rabiot. That's a good ball out wide. Nice interception, well timed. And he can thump it away. And it's Wirtz. Good ball, good take. Moves it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Pulisic. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Thinks about the shot. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? You can run onto that. Oh, that is a good ball to... He's having a shot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So we have movement on both benches. Sao Paulo leading now.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now that's well seen too. Bassi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Trossard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Trossard. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Gordon. Can he finish? And a neat finish. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Corner number 2 then. Greatly! That wasn't the worst effort in the world. Camavinga running with intent. And it's been played through. And there goes the final whistle. Santos pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.